Hello and welcome to your pick a card reading, guys. So today you are going to choose from number 1 and number 2. And as most of you guys know by now, these are my handmade oracle cards from the Enchanted One oracle deck. There is a link down below if you want more information on the Enchanted One oracle deck. So choice number 1 is called Rose-Colored Glasses. There are timestamps down below in the description box. Choice number 2, Rejuvenate. And we're going to start off with choice number 1. Okay, so let me go ahead and read the channel message from the back. And it says, you may have heard throughout your life to take the rose-colored sunglasses off. Well, your guides are here to tell you to keep them on. You are of a higher frequency than this world. You were born to see the world through the eyes of unconditional love. So rebel against the cynical, pessimistic, and low-frequency energies that have been programmed within you by society. Break free from trying to fit into the social norm. You are not socially normal, and that's what makes you great. All right, so before I start diving into your message, I want to go ahead and pull additional cards. Okay, guys, so first of all, you guys have been told by people around you, if you've been condemned for your energy, for just being your true self by people around you, for the way you perceive your world. You have had people kind of try to mold you to be more like them, but you're being told to keep your high frequency, which means keeping your rose-colored glasses on. So there's two of you. Some of you here have taken your rose-colored glasses off, and you are now cynical and pessimistic like everyone else in the world. But there's others of you who have your rose-colored glasses on, but they're too rose-tinted. So there needs to be a balance. You need to have a balance of viewing the world with rose-colored glasses through positive eyes, but also seeing what is actually there. Even if it's negative, acknowledging it for what it is and just reacting and handling that situation from a positive space. Being optimistic and positive doesn't mean ignoring the negative. Okay? So I want to start off with this combination here. So right away, I'm just going to let you know, this is on the bottom of your deck, the 10 of Swords and also the 5 of Swords. It's funny because I ended up shuffling after I pulled the cards and I was like, wait, why did I shuffle? But that's what I was led to do. And the 5 of Swords is down here. So two very low frequency energies here on the bottom of these two decks. And I'll get into them in a second. But really quickly, you've got the Driston, look beneath the surface card here. Look beneath the surface. Clarified by the 8 of Swords and the 7 of Pentacles. So for a lot of you, you have been surrounding yourself with this lower frequency energy. It can be people or it can be a person. It can even be a job. Whatever the case is, you have been surrounding yourself, and some of you are even attracted to lower frequency energies. But you don't acknowledge them for being lower frequency energies. So here's one scenario coming through that I'm just gonna lay it out for you, for some of you that this is gonna resonate with. Okay, there's a few messages, but the first message coming through is that you guys, some of you have been in a relationship with somebody, and this person has lied to you, has stabbed you in the back many times, and they're selfish. But you are telling yourself that they're going to change. You're waiting for them to change. You're just telling yourself it's going to take a long time, but eventually they'll value me. Eventually they'll stop. Eventually, maybe some of you guys are with a cheater or a liar or whatever the case is. Maybe it's someone who is just not healthy for you. And you keep telling yourself that it'll take patience and time and something will change. But This person causes you a lot of anxiety and stress. Like, I see this person actually draining you. But you're not acknowledging it. You're just, you know, going with the flow and continue to take the punches here. You're being told here to have balance in your perspective. Whichever side of the spectrum you're on, rose-colored glasses that are too tinted, or if you took them off, have balance in your perspective here. And see the truth for what it really is. See this person, there's someone around you. And if you're in that scenario where you're dating this person of a lower frequency who's selfish and possibly betrayed you many times, just know that this person is a charmer, and their words contradict their behavior. Their behavior contradicts their words. Pay attention to their actions, because their actions are what's true. Their words are just a tool for them that they use to charm others. Do not be fooled. Some of you are just attracted to people who are unavailable, or just, again, to people like this, someone who's selfish, people who are selfish. You're attracted to people that you want to fix. You want to nurture these people. But the thing is, they have to choose to grow. You keep watering them, and it's not growing. You're like, I'm giving them my love. I'm putting my water here. I'm putting my focus and attention here. Why isn't it growing? And you keep telling yourself, with time, it'll grow. But don't fool yourself here, okay? For some of you, it's not love. For some of you, it's just your workplace. For whatever this is, you've been putting your effort into, your work into, your focus into, your love into. It's draining you, it's of a lower frequency, and it's not serving you, but you won't let it go. Because you won't even acknowledge. I feel like you acknowledge it to a certain extent, but you haven't been taking yourself out of the situation. For those of you who do acknowledge it completely, you aren't doing anything to help yourself here. The next pile we've got, give yourself the best. Clarified by the 6 of Swords, the 9 of Cups, and the 3 of Cups. And I feel like this actually should probably go like this. And actually, I'm really feeling that it should be like this. So, with this combination, you guys, you're being asked to give yourself the best here. This situation, whatever it is, work, home, career, any area of your life that you're feeling this energy, you're being asked to give yourself the best, because this situation is not the best. It's not serving you. It's not serving you. So go back to focusing on yourself here and focus on what actually will grow. Okay? Walk away from this lower frequency energy and people of this lower frequency energy. So do not be fooled by people's words. Pay attention to their actions. Pay attention to their behavior. Pay attention to what they show you. And I'm feeling that for you guys, like if it's a specific person, this person's nasty. This person is very selfish, and they try to hurt you with their words. Time and time again, especially if they feel attacked, or especially if they feel defensive. And I feel like this person always feels defensive, especially towards you. So you're being asked to walk away and leave this person or this energy behind. Whatever situation this is of a lower frequency, leave it behind. Because it's causing you a lot of emotional turmoil. For some of you, emotional turmoil. For others of you, mental turmoil. And maybe even both. Once you walk away from this energy and no longer give it your attention, it starts by taking your attention and focus away from it, okay? That's step one. And then shifting that attention and focus back into yourself, into loving yourself and living life for yourself again. Finding the joy in life without this person or situation. Finding the joy in life. And you will. Once you leave this situation or person behind, You will, and you don't have to, like, literally, if it's a person, you don't have to break up with them immediately if you can't, if it's a tough situation, but at least take your focus away from them. Focus on things that will allow you to thrive, because this is draining. This is this person, and this is you. This is them with their knives coming to stab you. They're ready to stab you. They don't care, even though they act like they care. Even though they pretend to care, look beyond the false mask and see what's really true. Okay, so first, accept reality for what it is. Second, shift your focus away from this onto yourself, and you'll find emotional fulfillment. Connect with your soul family. Go hang out with friends. I feel like this is your energy. It's much lighter than this. Okay? The world is not full of these types of energies or people. Yeah, it's got a lot of them, but it's not everybody. Not everyone you run across is going to do this to you. Stab you in the back and be ruthless. Once you leave that behind and learn your lesson from it, you'll attract in your soul family, you'll have emotional fulfillment, and that person is going to be this ladybug looking at you like, damn, like she or he looks happier without me. And they're going to feel like they're on the outside looking in of this joy and kind of regretting that they messed that up. But it doesn't matter. Don't look back. Because if you look back, this is the same thing that's going to happen. Okay? So the message with this is move forward and focus on yourself. Give yourself the best. Then you've got Chumara, web of all life. I don't even know if I pronounced that correctly. Clarified by the devil and the sun card. Two very, very opposing energies here. This card looks very similar to this card here. I almost feel like it's this same person, but up close. Very similar colors, very similar energies here. But anyways, so the message with this combination here is very similar to what I just told you. You are creating your life here. And you're right now surrounded by this devil energy. So some of you are in a toxic relationship or a work environment that's draining to you. Whatever it is, some of you guys possibly have some unhealthy attachments. And perhaps these unhealthy attachments are this energy within yourself. But I'm feeling mainly the main message here is that you're surrounded by this devil energy, which is lower frequency energy around you that I have just discussed. And you are being asked to again, shift out of that and into the sun here. Bring light to this darkness by first acknowledging that it's there. You're being asked to move away from this energy. And I'm feeling for a lot of you, it's someone else. For some of you, it's a codependent relationship. For others of you, it's a karmic relationship. You're being asked to release this energy, and once you do, you're going to feel the sun again. You are going to become the sun. You are also being asked to reveal who you are. This is actually another card about taking off the mask. Take off your mask, okay? In other words, show people who you are. Don't be scared to show them your interests. You know, if you have family that are religious and you don't express that you do tarot readings, they're saying to not care so much about what other people are going to say or deem you as long as you're true to yourself and authentic in the expression of yourself. You're going to raise your frequency to the sun. And there's pure joy, pure bliss here, pure peace, contentment, feeling really connected, feeling abundant, success, vitality. So leave behind this person, situation, or whatever this energy is that we were talking about. And this is just clarifying that energy. Leave that behind because this is you. Embrace who you are. And this is you at your core. These people, situation, or things have been making you believe that this is you. They've been making you believe that this is you, that you're stuck, that you're the devil. They're making you feel like you're of a lower frequency. But they're wrong. That's them projecting who they are. They're the lower frequency. You are of the highest frequency. Claim that. Claim who you are and be it, regardless of what anyone else tries to define you as, or regardless of any box people try to fit you in. Okay? So that is your reading, guys. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so at www.theenchantedone.com. Also, I will be moving all of my stuff from my Etsy account back onto theenchantedone.com, just to have everything in one place. So within the next week or two, my Etsy will be gone and everything that's on my Etsy will be on the Enchanted One. Okay, now for number 2, rejuvenate. And your message is, it's time to relax. Right now you need to blow off some steam. Taking a nice bath can help with that. Water is extremely cleansing. Play soothing music in the background to get you in a calm state. You've been stressed out lately or have just had a lot on your plate. Perhaps you've even been experiencing back pain. Make sure to dedicate some time every day to take care of your body and keep up with your hygiene. So you're being asked to nourish yourself physically by relaxing, by taking a cleansing bath, but also by keeping up with your hygiene here. So really quickly, I'm going to pull some additional cards for you. Really quickly, I want to say that all of these cards are almost the same cards as group number 1. So if you chose this number, maybe group number 1 will resonate with you as well, because a lot of these clarifying cards were the same cards as number 1, okay? So after this, then maybe go ahead and watch number 1, because maybe they both will resonate, okay? So I'm going to read the first message here for you. And the first message you've got Gwen and Eloise, and it's called Attunement. Clarified by the Ten of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Cups. So you guys have been through a lot here with the Ten of Swords. It's like you, some of you are coming out of the dark night of the soul, some of you. Others of you have had enough of taking bull crap. You've had enough of giving your power away. And you're now coming into attunement and into alignment with your higher self, which starts by standing in your power here. You've got the Emperor here on the bottom. Maybe you're an Aries, but that doesn't mean you have to be. We also have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. We have all the signs here. We have air, earth, water, and Aries. But it doesn't matter. So you are standing in your power here. You're being more courageous, and you are actually taking action here towards your goals, and you're leaving this energy behind. Because you're at this energy of feeling, some of you are still here. You're feeling broken down, and you're feeling like you have very little hope. For those of you, you especially need to rejuvenate. You especially need to cleanse yourself with water. You especially need to make sure you're taking care of your hygiene, because you'll feel better. But for those of you who have already hit that place where you are saying enough is enough, I am no longer taking the bullcrap, you are now coming into alignment with your higher self, with your divine purpose, with your soul mission. And because of that, you are exuding this Queen of Pentacles and King of Cups energy here. So entering this energy of being creative, of being secure with your emotions, whereas opposed to before, I feel like you were not secure with your emotions. And I'm feeling like there was somebody who was actually poking at you. I'm feeling that this person is the Knight of Swords, someone around you, and they don't have to be an air sign. or have air in their chart. It's just their energy is kind of like stepping on your toes constantly. Here they are charging forth towards you with a knife to stick another one in your back because they don't want to see you succeed for some reason. And I'm feeling that it's because they're very insecure. So the more you shine, the more dull they feel. Anyways, whatever the motivation is, they were the ones, possibly it's one person. It could be, it doesn't have to be a person. It could be just negative energy being directed towards you by various people or even a situation, like a work situation. But it left you feeling like this. Once you rejuvenate and claim your power back, decide to take control and be more self-reliant, I see you coming into alignment, like I said, with your highest path. And some of you even developing your clairaudience abilities. Others of you strengthening your clairaudience abilities. So kind of like being able to know what people are saying without them saying it. So like, I don't want to say mind reading, but like, you know, clairaudience. Clairaudience. And also on this path, there's abundance, there's emotional security within you. You're attracting success. For those of you who have your own business or are trying to expand your business or career in some way, in any way, I see success for you here because you are now leaving this energy behind. You're walking away from whoever's causing this negative energy to hit you so hard, so constantly. Someone trying to drag you down here. I'm feeling someone trying to drag you down because they want to be better than you. Because it makes them feel better to see you down. You're walking away from that now because you're like, okay, let me go towards my higher path because I'm noticing I'm feeling drained in this situation or with this person or whatever the case is for you. So you're doing the right thing here. You're headed towards a more secure future for yourself in regards to money, in regards to emotional well-being, and in regards to security. Then you've got Rebel, clarified by the Nine of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles. So this is what I am feeling for you guys. I am feeling that you're being told to rebel against this energy, whether it's a person, place, or thing, you know, work, love, career, whatever. You're being asked to rebel from whatever this is that's trying to drag you down. For some of you, it could even be just your mental thought patterns, but that's not going to be for very many of you. For some of you, yes, it's your own negative thought patterns that you need to rebel against and shift out of that's dragging you down. But for most of you, it is a person, place, or thing that is trying to drag you down on purpose. But they're almost like coming from a very immature place. It's not even so much like viciously that they're trying to viciously hurt you, but they are hurting you. It's more so just from an insecurity within themselves because they see how great you can be. But here you are claiming your greatness. And yes, you know, if you haven't done so yet, if you're still allowing for people to take your power, you're being asked to rebel. Rebel. And also, it's like you have been watering all the wrong places here. You know, you've been, especially if it's an individual like this who's been stepping on your toes and who's been cold to you or maybe even rude to you. You keep on like giving so much to this person and putting so much, investing so much into them. And so a lot of time, you've invested a lot of time into them perhaps because you thought this was your, you know, emotional fulfillment for you. I'm really feeling like you thought it was your happily ever after. Even though the Ten of Cups isn't here, that's just what I'm picking up, especially with this image here. But you're realizing that you need to head in a different direction. Your happily ever after, your emotional fulfillment is in the opposite direction. You're watering the wrong places here, okay? This grass here is a lot more green and flourishing and thriving as opposed to this here. It's like one bush, but like there's no grass underneath that. If you really look at this picture, it's like there's dirt there. So water the right places, and it starts with you. Water yourself, be more self-reliant, focus on your goals, focus on yourself and bettering yourself in many ways, financially, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. Focus on bettering yourself in all those aspects and rebel against anyone trying to bring you down. Don't believe, I'm feeling also for some of you, you've got someone around you that's telling you you're not good enough, or you're this, or you're that, or you're not going to succeed. Ignore them. And for others of you that this is your own thought pattern, that's what your thoughts are telling you. Ignore those thoughts. Walk away from those thoughts. Then you've got stop, the devil, and the sun. So it's literally clarifying what I just said. So there's this lower frequency energy. For some of you, it's a codependent relationship. So for some of you, it's a karmic relationship. For others of you, it's an attachment. It could be an attachment to a person, like I said, codependent. Or it could be any unhealthy attachment, sex, drugs, rock and roll, whatever it is for you. It is of a lower frequency. So you're being asked to stop any negative behavioral patterns you are doing, any negative thought patterns you are having constantly. And stop putting so much energy into this lower frequency place, whether it's a person, place, or thing, work, love, career, whatever. Like I said, it doesn't matter. It's a lower frequency. You know what it is. It's in your life. You know what I'm talking about. Stop putting so much focus and effort into this person, place, or thing, and go back and shift into the sun, because you are really affected by this negative energy. Once you release this negative energy and put a stop to it, stop, because it's actually like dangerous for you, like spiritually and on your path. It's like a huge block for you. You're being asked to stop. But the biggest message here with this combination is that, you know, there is something within you that is contributing to this lower frequency energy, okay? So it is somebody else for you guys, for a lot of you, but also you're the one who's sticking around. You're the one who's sticking around with this energy. So you need to take responsibility for your part, whether it's just sticking around or whether it's, you know, it's allowing. For a lot of you, allowing. So put a stop to that and claim your victory. Claim your strength here. Claim it. Make sure to take care of yourself along the way. But you will shift once you leave that energy behind of lower frequencies. Once you cleanse yourself, once you rejuvenate yourself, you will feel reborn. You'll be transformed into the sun energy here, which is a much lighter, more illuminated, abundant, successful, prosperous energy, and peaceful, much more peaceful energy. All right, so that's your reading. If you'd like to book a personal reading, you can do so at www.theenchantedone.com. Also, I'm going to be combining everything from my Etsy to theenchantedone.com here within the next week or two. So within the next week or two, everything that's on my Etsy will be moved to theenchantedone.com. All right, guys, you guys have an enchanted day.